Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Shelly. Welcome. And today's hot topic of the day is going to be decluttering and minimizing. What does that mean, right? Well, for me, minimizing just literally everything. Now, that can mean shoes, clothes, dishes, sheets, blankets, people, just everything. I have found that as I've gotten older, especially in the last few years, I have had this intense need to just declutter and simplify everything, simplify my life. I always tell this story about, it could just be me, but my daughter was like, Mom, I think you're getting OCD. I tell the story. I was online with a therapist, and she has a plant in the background, much like this one, and it's off-centered, just a little bit. And halfway into that, I go, "I'm so sorry." I said, "There's a plant behind you that is just off-center. It's making me crazy. Can you center it, or you might want to center it?" She started laughing, and she said she deliberately has it off-center like that to see which of her patients say something or notice, which that was me. I don't remember being this way when I was younger, being so, I guess OCD. I don't remember that, but I'm seeing as I get older. When I say downsize, I would love to downsize to maybe a 2-bedroom condo. I'm not talking about a little tiny home, which are adorable, nothing wrong with that, but I feel like I would feel, confined. Like I don't think I could manage that. But I would love to downsize to like a smaller condo, and the simpler, the better. I'm okay getting rid of, I'm not even kidding, knickknacks and this and that and mountains of pictures and just like everything. And I'm noticing it as I get older, right? It's probably the last 3 years. My husband has not been bitten by this bug, by the way. He has not been bitten by the clean everything out bug. That's pretty much me right now. We kind of do this because, if it was up to me, it would all go. And I think if it was up to him, nothing would go. We'd keep it all. And it's crazy, right? I actually have a friend who's forever going somewhere. I don't actually I have a couple of friends like that, but she's at theme parks, and she's at dinner, and she's here, and she's there, and she's at the movies, and she's at the store, and I'm like, wow, right? Wow. I'm like, girl, slow down. Like, I don't know where she gets that energy. She's in my age group, and it's literally impressive. Like, I'm like, wow, because it's all I can do to, it's a big win if I drink my water for the day and walk 10 minutes on the, on the treadmill. But again, the simpler, the better for me. And I could declutter and I could minimize everything. I don't need a bunch of dishes and wine glasses and this glasses and rocks glasses, and I don't need all that. I'm happy using paper plates. I'm not even kidding. I don't know if you guys feel that way. I think at this stage in my life, it really clutters my mind, right? To have a bunch of like stuff. I feel like, we're keeping track of so many things, especially I'm a autism mom. My daughter's autistic. So, I'm working with her, helping her with things, and are her appointments in line, and she owns her own house. Is she getting things done? And, my husband had a stroke last year, as you guys know, and I want to make sure, his appointments are lined up, and then my appointments are lined up, and is the laundry done, and clean the bathroom, do the dishes, cook the meals. Like, I ain't trying to take care of nothing else. And then you got to work in the grandkids and your kids, and it's just like, so much. It takes up too much real estate in my head, right? I'm talking even downsizing friends. I don't have a huge friend group. I have quality for sure over quantity. Just things that used to be, really important just aren't so much anymore. I like it simple. I like things quiet. As I've told you guys before, I know this is no surprise, I'm definitely a homebody. Like, I'd rather be home, slippers, watching Netflix. I'm not a go out and party or go out to dinner or, trips. And, I don't know. I think I'm just really boring. I'm so boring. I like being home, right? I like it, the simpler the better. And then, but you know, there again, you know, I have some health issues, and I do like being close to home. You know, that could be part of it for me. You know, people who have health issues or health ailments, you know, sometimes we just like being close to home, right? Something comes up, we don't feel good, we got to deal with it, you know, whatever. Um, but yeah, I don't know if you guys go through that. You know, I just like things as simple as possible. I know it drives my husband crazy. He'll keep everything. And oddly enough, he'll use it. You know, he'll keep something, you know, he's going to keep this pen for 20 years. Damn it, he'll use that pen. He'll find a use for that pen. Me, get rid of it all. Get a dumpster and whoosh, get rid of it all. Um, so we're kind of like two ends of the spectrum, right? I don't know that I'm right or he's right, or maybe it's, like I always say, it's probably somewhere in the middle. So that's probably true, somewhere in the middle. But it clears my mind. I feel better. If I clean out a drawer, clean out a room, get rid of stuff, and like, whew, I feel like it clears my head. And I do. I enjoy simplifying things as much as possible, getting rid of stuff. I don't like a lot of stuff, just stuff. To me, it's like, ah. So yeah, I like it, the simpler the better. And how do you guys feel about that? Have you seen it worse as you're older? Like, I've noticed, I'm 63, I've noticed probably after 60, I've started being like, oh, I don't need all this. I don't need these, you know, knickknacks or this or that. And you know, and you feel bad, right? Getting rid of stuff that maybe your kids gave you or your best friend, or, you know, and you just don't want stuff, right? I mean, I have little things I keep, they mean a lot, but for the most part, I just don't want stuff, right? You know, in any case, that's my head clutter rant for the day. Let me know what you guys think. And do you do you know, the decluttering, minimalizing? Is it as we get older? I don't know that it's just my personality. This was not me 10 years ago. Like, I've always been kind of like a little bit of a neat freak, sort of, but not so much of a, you know, gotta have it minimal. I haven't really been like that. That's even, I've never been like keeping up with the Joneses. I've got to have the nice house, the big car, the Louis Vuitton, the Coach. Like, that's never been me anyway. Couldn't afford it. You know, there's, I guess money plays a part with that, right? But I've just never been like that. That kind of stuff's never been overly important to me. But I'm finding as I get older, like, simple is better. So anyway, that's my rant for the day. And you guys have a great day. Let me know what you think. Are you going through this minimizing, decluttering thing, or is it just a Shelly thing? Could just be a Shelly thing. I'm off like that. I'm weird like that. And anyway, you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.